As you can see, we've got a number of different products you might have heard of. We've got amFilm, we've got ESR tempered glass, obviously LISEN screen protector. Next up is the Spigen Glaster Easy Fit, and then lastly, Qhohq. All of these have 4-star ratings on Amazon, and all of these have many, many reviews. So which one is the best? What's up, Pugnios? Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys this content here. As we slowly but surely get to the summer season, I wanted to do a review here of 5 of the most popular screen protectors for the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro. With that said, and before we jump into this here, I wanted to let you know that the folks at LISEN did provide me complimentary all of these units here to review, as well as sponsor this video. Down below in the links to the description will be the product pricing and availability that you guys can check out. With that said, know where my bias is, but I want to jump right into this and not wasting any more of your time. Let's do this. Starting off with amFilm screen protector, what's nice here is this comes with a 2-pack. One thing that I like about amFilm tempered glass here is that obviously it's scratch resistant, but they have that 9H hardness on there. The application process eliminates the possibility of bubbles. Make sure that you do take off all of the dust though with the dust stickers. It's 99.9% crystal clear, which is nice. The pack comes with 2 of them, and it's an easy application, easy touch, snug fit. There's very, very few items in the box. It's very lightweight. You've got your cleaners, you've got your dust removals, and then you've got your screen protectors and applicator. First step is to clean off the screen. It gives you a dry and wet wipe, and then you use the dust cover on it. Dry it off with the dry microfiber cloth. Lots of dust and particulates. Dust and removal stickers, especially for the corners here. Okay, next step here is to peel off the sticker here for your screen protector. The way that you do it is you want to just roll it down. You don't want to pull it out, you roll it down. You clip it on. From here, you're going to start seeing that it starts to stick on. You kind of want to just follow your finger down this corridor. Start pressing onto it. Once you get that, then you peel off the top while pushing your finger there. That's how it's going to align it, and then you just kind of continue to press side to side all the way down to the edges, leaving no bubbles, no dust. As you can see here, it is tempered glass, but it's a little bit thinner than what I'm used to. It definitely did feel like a screen protector, but this does have that 9H hardness protection, scratch resistant. Very, very good quality. You can see the glass coming in closer. You can see how close it is to the bezel, to the edge. Very clean application. Even covers the front-facing camera, but doesn't cover the speaker. Very well done. Lastly here, taking off the screen is very simple. You just peel from one of the corners. As you can see, it comes up. The adhesive doesn't stay on your screen. And that's it. Very, very clean, very, very clear. Okay, next up we've got the screen protector tempered glass from ESR. Let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see, the contents are very clean from ESR. They obviously have the screen protectors, the tempered glass, you've got your cleaning kit, and then you got your bumper. A little bit different than the others in the fact that you have a bumper, which is going to be a little bit harder for your application and may allow for more dust. But what's nice here is you do get 3 of them rather than 2. Okay, let's first prep and clean. Comes with microfiber cloth. You got your sticker, your wet wipe. Microfiber cloth is a little bit smaller than my taste. My fingers are kind of big, but it does the job. It's able to pick up all the residue. You have this sticker here to pick up any dust. It's very, very sticky. There's no real clear indicator of what the top is and what the bottom is, but I think it's not a problem here. What I usually do with these is I'll set it on its side, and then I'll do it from the side in. Make sure speaker's up. Place it in the middle. And just let it go. Take the bumper off. I'm going to massage out these bubbles. I was able to massage out most of the bubbles here. It does take a second for these ones that have the bumper. They will go flat eventually, but I also might have rushed the application a little bit. So I do have a little bit of a bubble here, as you can see. It does butt up against here, but I didn't get a good even application. And then there are dots here and there because of the way that you apply it. So I would take your time on this one. You definitely have 3 of them if in the event you mess up. However, having the bumper isn't the best way to do it. If that's something you're not really worried about, it should be fine. You can see it fits great. And this glass is actually bigger. It is thicker. I can feel it. It's heavier. And I think that isn't a problem here. But just make sure you're a little bit more careful than I was when doing the application. But you may have that chance of having bubbles. Taking the screen off here, it looks just like the others as well. Just peel it from the corner. It is a little bit harder to bend. But once you get your finger in those cracks, you'll be able to just peel it right off. There it is. Very, 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 very thin. Very, very clear. Much thicker than the others. Next is the tempered glass screen protector from LISEN. But what's nice about this is it's a flash install. It really is super fast on how you install it. Packaging is a little more bulky. But nonetheless, they give you 2 different cases, 2 different screen protectors to be able to do that. Installation steps are here on the box, so make sure you consider those. As far as packaging here, very, very impressive. Looks like you get a little squeegee. You have a card for instructions. You've got your tools, like your wet wipes. And then you also have this little cushion, which I think is a nice touch, honestly. That we haven't seen before here, to show you to place it, and, and to give you the back of your phone a nice cushion. I think that's a great touch. Okay, so this one does not come with a wet wipe. Okay, so this comes with a dry and wet wipe, which is nice. Microfiber cloth, much bigger than the other ones that I saw. Even easier to take apart, which I appreciate. Much more moist. I'm gonna use this dry microfiber cloth to clean it off, clean the surface. Dry off the surface here now that it's wet. Okay, the next step here is to place it on top of the device. Once you place it on top of the device, then you're gonna pull out this tab. Once you pull out the tab, then you're gonna be placing your finger down to make sure that it spreads. Once it spreads, then you pop it off, and then you use the little squeegee thing to do it. So I'm going to do that all at once here. So we're going to pull off the tab here while it's closed, which is nice. So quick and easy. Put your finger there. You're going to start seeing it start to spread. I like to do this circular action here. Once you've put your finger there, then you're going to be taking off this plastic frame. Once you do that, then you should get about at least half of the screen here, and then you can start massaging it all the way to the edges. Wow, that is so clean. That's a super fast install. Wow. I am actually super impressed about that. And I love this little cushion here on the bottom. Super evenly aligned, high quality glass, very, very clear. It's really shiny and very crystal clear. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you take off the screen. I really like how the edge of the glass is tapered. It's not super square, but it comes right off. It's not as thick as, you know, maybe some of the others like the ESR, but it is very clean, really clear. Application process is super simple, super nice. Next up is the Spigen Glaster Easy Fit 2-pack. Very, very similar to the LISEN, as it does have this quick, easy install frame that you put your phone into. Man, I'm having such a hard time opening this box. I don't like that. It's way too, it's way too firm fitting. I can't get it out of the box. There we go, finally. Ugh, they crammed this way too full. Okay, so you've got easy installation, advertisements, installation guide. You get your wipes and your anti-fiber cloth. Here is here's a plastic sponge kind of a thing to give you an edge, and then here are the 2 units. Okay, first step is obviously cleaning your device. See what it comes with. Dust removal, more instructions. I don't like these stickers because the last sticker I did left a mark. You got a really, really large microfiber cloth. Here are the wet ones. Here is a very large wet wipe. Wow, it's like the full screen. It stinks. It's not just a wet wipe, it looks like it's a disinfectant. It stinks. Next step here is to peel off this back film. I don't want to expose it necessarily to the air, so once you do that, then you're going to fit it here. Make sure that you have the top. It fits. Next step is to press back and forth here in the center for 30 seconds, back and forth. You'll start seeing it spreading out to the edges. That should be good enough. Once you're done with that, peel back this sticker. There's a little bubble right there. The next step is to peel that off. Looks like I got a bubble here, which isn't good. But what's nice is you use the squeegee to kind of push it out to the edge. Now it's gone. Once you finish squeegeeing it all out, next you peel off the protective top screen, and that exposes the glass. Now you can kind of just squeegee it into place here. Not as good as the amFilm or the LISEN, but definitely way better than the ESR. But I am dealing with a little bit of bubbles here. The edge of the screen protector isn't rounded. There's also the cutout here for the camera and the speaker. So this isn't a full enclosure for the screen, but for the most part it looks pretty good. You can see the punch out for the camera and the speaker. It's pretty square and even on each side. It does have lots of fingerprints, so it is kind of a magnet for fingerprints. Okay, so I want to test this oleophobic coating here. As you can see, the water kind of beads up. I did flick it on. It comes right off. As you can see, there's no residue. Oleophobic's nice for the dust and the water. Lastly here, let's show you what it looks like to take off the screen. It's easy to just peel it off. This one seems a lot more adhesive. I can hear some cracking of the glass as it protests me pulling it off, so it seems like the adhesive is very strong. This one doesn't necessarily have an anti-reflective, so I can see it's really, really reflective. That may also be that it's not completely crystal clear, but nonetheless, it's pretty thick. I would say it's probably the second thickest of the bunch. Lastly here, Qhohq. I've recently been turning onto these guys for their pleasant presentation here, but this tape is difficult to peel off. It's a little too sticky. It's like a book, which is cool. This comes with 2 different screen protectors. They are glass. It also comes with camera protectors. There's the wipes. The 3 camera protectors. This one's gonna be the most difficult. Why don't we start off with the lens? We'll do the lens first. Application's pretty straightforward. Just peel it off. Very, very sticky. You're gonna want to line the dot on the bottom left, and then kind of just place it on top, making sure that it goes over the camera bumps, and you just press. I will show you close up once we get the screen protector on. The alcohol wipe here, wipe off the screen. Use the little tiny microfiber cloth to get all of the residue off. I'm seeing some dust here at the top. That's not as sticky. It's not as sticky at all. Marks here. So this is going to be the most difficult. There's no guideline. You just have the little mark here. So what I typically do is I try to align it and peel back the sticker as I go. So I think that's good enough. Kind of hold it in the center while pressing down until it goes all the way. Once you press, you maintain that pressure there. You can see it slowly starting to adhere to the screen. But as you can see, there's bubbles and it's not on straight. Dang it. It turned a bit. But I mean, that's the nature of it, guys. That's kind of how it is. As you can see here, that's the finished product. I have way too much screen on this side, and it's not centered here because I went a little bit too fast. But if that's something you're not worried about, you can just peel it right off. Now, I did get a little bit of dust here. I wasn't careful. I think that might be a little bit of my spittle. No, dang it, that's a little piece of dust. So I'm gonna have to take this off and start it again, which kind of stinks. And I can see the edge here. Is there another protective film on this? Something's peeling off. Yeah, the glass cracked already. What? There's nothing there. You can see. The glass cracked already, and there's nothing there. You can see I have a little spot right there I missed. Now, I'm not professional here. I am a consumer, so just to let you know that if we don't have a guiding rail, it's going to be difficult to place on. So that's why I didn't spend all my time being super careful about it. But nonetheless here, if you do it right, you may have yourself a good option there. Now, I wouldn't recommend putting this on here for the lenses because, as you can see, it's starting to peel off. I have to continue to add pressure for it to fit on there, but even then there's still pressure here around the LED. It's just not a good idea, so I'm going to take it off. Lastly here, let's show you how we peel it off. Pretty straightforward when you peel it from the corner. This one is protesting more, but you can see there it did crack. This is poor glass. This is not high quality. Ooh, that is dangerous. Oh my gosh, it is breaking. This is very, very poor product. I can't even peel it off without it cracking. Ooh, that is super dangerous. There's now glass on my table. That's gonna cut me. Well, my pungios, that about does it here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of the Qhohq. This was definitely the worst as the glass broke and the application was very, very difficult. So really we have 4 contenders here. I think honestly the next one up would be, you know, in 4th place, the ESR tempered glass. While this was the thickest of the glass, which is nice to be able to give you that protection, that comfort, this wasn't as easy to put together. They did give you good cleaning supplies and tools, but the sticker was a little bit too adhesive and the wet wipe wasn't as moist as I wanted. Okay, now the top 3 here. I'm going to go ahead and put the Spigen aside here. While the application process was very, very easy compared to the others, I did not like how it required 8 steps. I didn't like how the wet wipes were so stinky. I also didn't like that the microfiber cloth was so small. With that said, this goes into 3rd place. I like how it had the oleophobic coating, which you know, was nice with water. It doesn't leave those water streaks. But it seemed like the glass was a little bit more flimsy and not as clear and didn't have a reflective material. It's because of that film that's on there that made it a little more reflective. Leaving us with the last 2. This was the very first one that we did. This was the 3rd one we did. And I'm going to go with 2nd place. I'm going to go with amFilm. amFilm did a great job. I really liked that it was tempered glass. It did seem the thinnest of the tempered glass, so I don't know if this is truly 9H protective because when I was peeling it back, I could hear the glass protesting, and it wasn't necessarily cracking, but you could kind of hear the sound of it. It does come with a 2-pack, and the installation was so simple compared to the others. Well, guys, last but not least, I think the LISEN screen protector tempered glass speaks for itself. It's got that HD, super clear, Ultra HD optic glass, which means that it's like crystal clear. You could tell it doesn't reflect light, which I thought was really nice. When I peeled it off, it came off without a big issue. They gave you ample supplies and tools. I like the squeegee. I like the easy setup, the 5-step setup. Peeling it back was so simple. It prevented any of the dust from going on because it was just so easy to peel it off from that whole unit. My only one gripe here is that the sticker was a little too sticky and it did leave a little adhesive, which required a little more cleaning off screen. But nonetheless, I think that they have the best presentation. It's a little bulky, but it's a nice place to be able to place all of your extra stuff in this pouch. And the best thing was this little bumper. This thing, like, believe it or not, like, this really is a game changer. With that said, links are down below in the description for all the product pricing and availability. Hopefully you found this to be genuine. LISEN did not write this script or make me say these things, but they wanted to provide an opportunity to compare their product against the rest, and I think theirs speaks for itself. With that said, this is a sponsored video. Links down below in the description are provided, and all of the products were provided complimentary as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Andy with Any Vlog signing out.